Welcome to Bulwark, a game about chaotic creativity. No conventional controls, one button to paint the landscape, another to move about. And while you paint towers and walls, people will start to make the world come alive. Keep building, that's the trick. This can be confusing at first, overwhelming even, but don't worry, there's also no mistakes. This is the campaign mode. Here you get a taste of the open world building sandbox. It has a basic tutorial, a resource system based only on distance rather than how much you can produce, and an ever expanding set of encounters, world events and unlockables. A word of advice, click and build everywhere. There are no mistakes, and slowly figuring out what builds where and how things grow is part of the game. It's about experimenting, so don't be afraid and just go wild.
Our people were wrecked during the War of the Tree. Dunkel, Castellus, Moorbridge, and even Port Remit. Nothing remained of our prosperous free houses after decades of attrition. We took what we had and left in order to resettle in peace, away from the warlords and fiefdoms that remain. We will succeed because on our backs the past was built, and from our hands the future will be wrought. Ah, you're finally here. We've already built a few essential buildings. I'll assist you in connecting things up and getting the settlement up and running. While you're on the ground, we will focus on a single building at a time. This will allow you to build outward in a variety of ways and upwards later on. First, connect this outpost to the wood mill, which is located down in the shallow water beside the sea tree fungi. Without wood, we cannot build. Notice how workers are already building houses and industry along the walkway. Wherever you build and our workers can reach, they will settle. Let's now focus on the wood mill. This is your wood mill. It produces and transports wood across walkways. Let us build a basic wooden tower with a walkway towards it. You just built a basic tower. It is used to connect up your settlement and transport vital resources. Workers will also build homes and industry around it. Wood can only travel a limited number of walkways away from the wood mill, but this can be increased by encouraging workers to build along walkways connected to the wood mill. Good work. The wood mill is now delivering wood further than before, so we can move on. Across from the wood mill, we also built a stone quarry. Let's connect that to our settlement. Great job. Now we have access to the quarry, our wooden towers can be upgraded to stone. We can use this stone to upgrade various buildings and walkways. And, just like the wood mill, by allowing workers to build around it, the stone industry can expand. Stone towers create stone walkways. If you rebuild a walkway adjacent to a stone tower in place of a current wooden one, it will be upgraded to stone. Select your outpost so we can start expanding it further. Outposts can be upgraded as well. Let's use the stone to upgrade the outpost to its second stage. We can add foundations to basic towers and outposts. These allow workers to build a higher class of housing on them, increasing the worker output. That's too steep to build. Select your outpost so we can start expanding it further. We can add foundations to basic towers and outposts. These allow workers to build a higher class of housing on them, increasing the worker output. The worker output of our outpost can be improved further by connecting more towers and walkways to it. All towers allow for foundations, wood, stone, and later, command towers. Command towers also allow for battlements. Select your outpost so we can start expanding it further. We have done well. It is time we started being more ambitious. Take to the skies and seek out iron ore. Your surveyor allows you to build resource extractors, harbors, and outposts on other islands. It will also help to get you out of trouble, which is never far on the Earthsea. The world map shows our holdings, which we can fast travel to. I will also mark any freelance captains that enter our waters, as well as suspicious locations. Pay attention to the political influence of your settlement. If one faction becomes dominant over the others, our neighbors may seek reason to rekindle old grievances. Before the Great War, the Imperium held the resources and the Mansa controlled the technology. Now only petty fiefdoms squabble for what little remains of Earth's old regime. Your surveyor allows you to build resource extractors, harbors, and outposts on other islands. It will also help to get you out of trouble, which is never far on the Earthsea. You have no available resource extractors. Your surveyor allows you to build resource extractors, harbors, and outposts on other islands. It will also help to get you out of trouble, which is never far on the Earthsea. Your surveyor can build a mine on this spot. Workers will mine for ore, and the metallurgical industry will be built up around it. Iron will allow our most advanced towers and buildings. We now have access to iron, but it needs to be transported across the water. Let us build a trade route for ships that can transport iron and other resources back and forth. Several captains are now available. Each captain holds specific resources. For this trade route, iron is required, but wood is also recommended to expand the mine later.
I will only carry on. The iron I transport is helping our settlement grow and prosper.
I will carry... There is no... My ship, this isn't the best use of my vessel. Find me a better route.
Harbors always need to be built as pairs. As soon as you build two, a trade route will connect them. Captains will carry your resources over vast distances. You cannot build a harbor this close to another harbor. You cannot build a harbor this close to another harbor. You cannot build a harbor this close to another harbor.
My ship carries wood. There's no wood here.
There is no iron available for this upgrade. There is no iron available for this upgrade. You cannot build a harbor.
There's no wood here.
This resource extractor is missing access to workers. You cannot build here. There is no tower with access to wood nearby. Cannot build here. There is no tower with access to wood nearby. This resource extractor is missing access to workers. You cannot build here. There is no tower with access to wood nearby. You cannot build here. You cannot build here. There is no tower with access to wood nearby. You have no available resource extractors. That's too steep to build. There is no iron available for this upgrade. This is too close. This is too close to something else. This trade route is now connected. The captain can transport their specific goods back and forth. This trade route is now connected. The captain can transport their specific goods back and forth. We have reached a milestone in population, aligning with the free houses. This will attract new free house captains and commanders to our banner. The free house folk are numerous, and will generally make for the majority of people in our settlement. There is no iron available for this upgrade. There is no iron available for this upgrade. This resource extractor is missing access to workers. There is no iron available for this upgrade. This resource extractor is missing access to work. You have no available resource extractors. This resource extractor is missing access to workers. You cannot build a harbor this close to another harbor. This is too close to something else. You cannot build a harbor this close to another harbor. This trade route is now connected. The captain can transport their specific goods back and forth. This resource extractor This is too close to something else. This trade route is now connected.
You've reached the limit of this demo. You can demolish some of your creation to keep building or start something new. The free build mode comes with a selection of cool locations to try out. Thanks for trying out the demo. You've reached